Darkness ripples on the surface of the water. Not a moon, not a star, just a faint, shifting gleam where the black mirror of the river swallows the last light. Under that mirror, something moves. Slow. Silent. Not hunting yet, just existing. This is where the story begins. Not in a nest, not in an egg, but in a living river, in a body that has never known weakness, never known help. You are born fully armed, fully yourself, and the world has no choice but to accept you. From the moment you emerge, you are already a creature of the Amazon. You slip into the water without hesitation, as if you were always meant to be submerged. Your body is about 60 centimeters long, but you feel large, because scale is only something smaller creatures keep worrying about. Around you, 20, 30, sometimes even 80 brothers and sisters scatter into the current, each one a separate hunter, each one a tiny version of the giant you will become. Your mother has carried you for 7 months, fasting for most of it, losing up to a third of her own weight, and in that time she has become quieter, slower, more dangerous. To bring you to life, she has turned herself into a living vessel. Then, in a few swift moments, she lets you go. Within minutes, she vanishes into the murk, leaving no trail, no scent, no promise to return. It is not cruelty. It is the first and most honest gift. You owe nothing to anyone. You are alone not because you failed to be loved, but because you never needed a teacher. Most reptiles dump their eggs in the dirt and walk away, hoping some distant hatch will survive. The green anaconda walks away from a litter of live, breathing, hunting snakes. You are born with instincts older than continents, instincts that have been passing through water like this for millions of years. You are evolution, already in motion. Within seconds of entering the river, your body rewrites the rules of gravity. The water is not a challenge to overcome. It is your second skin. You twist your spine, and the current answers. Your muscles remember a language your brain has never spoken. To an outside eye, you are just a small, dark ribbon gliding through black water. To you, the river is a map, a supermarket, and an armor all at once. Your brothers and sisters peel off in different directions, each one following some invisible line in the water, each one claiming a tiny piece of the Amazon as their own. There is no competition, no pack, no loyalty. For a green anaconda, solitude is not loneliness. It is the default state. You are not a social animal. You are a solitary force. You do not need a gang to survive, because every part of your body is built to wait, to ambush, to outlast. The first few days of your life are the most dangerous. You are small enough to be a snack for everything. Young caimans, herons, river otters, even larger fish, they see you as a prize, not a predator. Your color is your shield, mottled green and brown, patterns that dissolve into the sun-dappled leaves and the muddy riverbed. You do not roar, you do not hiss, you do not flex. You simply stop. You sink slowly, wrap yourself around a submerged root, and let the water take your outline. Your eyes and nostrils sit on top of your head like periscopes, so you can lie almost completely hidden and still watch the surface. When danger comes close, you freeze. No movement, no flicker. You become part of the river, just another shadow, another ripple. A predator that can't see you can't eat you. A green anaconda's first great skill is not strength, it is disappearance. Within a few weeks, you shed your skin for the first time. The old layer slips off in one continuous ghostly sleeve, and your body is suddenly a little longer, a little smoother. This is not a one-time event. It will happen again and again, every few weeks at first, then every few months, and every time you shed, you grow. Most animals grow until they reach a certain size, then stop. Their bodies hit a ceiling. The green anaconda has no ceiling. From the moment you are born until the moment you die, you are on a slow, relentless climb. You are shaped like a serpent, but you move like a living measuring tape, stretching out a little more each year. You start at under 200 grams, small enough to lie comfortably in an open palm. Then 1 kilogram, then 5, 10, 20, 50, 90, more. Each pound you gain is a threat you can give back to the world. You are not a predator that was born lucky. You are a predator that is literally becoming more dangerous with every meal. Your body is ectothermic. You do not burn your own fuel to stay warm. You steal heat from the sun and the river. A mammal your size would waste huge amounts of energy just keeping its body temperature stable. You do not. Every calorie you eat is invested in growth, not in heat. Each frog you swallow, each fish you coil around, each lizard you pull underwater is a line on your future length. You are a cold-blooded calculator, turning every meal into more muscle, more mass, more power. You are not reckless, you are patient. You find a spot where the current slows, where shadows gather, where thirsty animals come to drink. You coil yourself around nothing, or around mud, or around roots, and then you wait. Hours. Sometimes half a day. You do not chase, you do not sprint. Let the world come to you. You are a sniper without a gun, a trap without a trigger. Your heat-sensing pits along your upper lip detect the slightest difference in temperature, a fraction of a degree, and that is enough to tell you something is alive 10 meters away. You can hunt in pitch-black water, where even a fish would be blind. You do not need to see. You feel the heat of your prey like a heartbeat. The Amazon is not a static garden. It is a living, breathing beast that floods and drains with the seasons. When the rains come, the river swells and swallows the forest. Trees become islands. Undergrowth becomes a shallow sea. For most animals, this is a disaster. For you, it is an expansion. Your hunting grounds double, triple, stretch into places that were once dry land. You swim into submerged forests and move through tangled branches like a phantom. Your camouflage is almost perfect. The green and brown pattern matches the flooded leaves. The dark water swallows your silhouette, and your stillness makes you invisible. A caiman might swim within a meter of you and never see you. A jaguar might walk along the flooded bank and never know you are there. You are not faster than a jaguar on land, but you do not need to be. You are in the river first. The moment the big cat comes close, you sink, and the rules change. Up there, it is a hunter. Here it is a guest. You are the local. Your first real hunting ground is near the shore, where the water is shallow enough for frogs and mollusks and surfs to gather. You wait for them, not with anger, but with the quiet certainty of something that knows it will eat. You do not rush. You do not panic. You let your body settle into the mud, let your head float just above the surface, and you watch the vibrations, a ripple, a shadow, a faint warmth. Then, in a fraction of a second, everything changes. Your body snaps from coil to spear. Your jaws open, your rows of recurved teeth snap shut on the prey, and your coils wrap around it like a tightening noose. You are not a venomous snake. You do not poison. You crush. You squeeze. Each time your prey exhales, your muscles tighten a little more. Each inhaled breath becomes harder, then impossible. The chest cannot expand. The heart cannot beat under the pressure. The animal dies not from broken bones, but from stillness. It is a slow, methodical death. You are not cruel. You are efficient. When the prey finally stops, you pull it under the surface and swallow it head first. Your jaws are not rigid. They are elastic, held together by loose ligaments that let them stretch around prey wider than your own skull. It can take an hour to swallow a single meal, and another hour after that for your body to relax into the shape of fullness. You are not a predator that eats for fun. You are a predator that eats for survival. You do not need to eat every day. You can eat once and feed for weeks, even months. A lion of comparable weight might need thousands of kilograms of meat a year just to stay alive. You need a fraction of that. Your body runs on almost nothing, then bursts into movement when it must. You are the ultimate energy saver in a world of gas-guzzling mammals. By the time you are 3 years old, you are already a young giant. Your length is over 2.5 meters. Your weight is approaching 10 kilograms. You are no longer the small, easy snack of the Caimans world. You are big enough to eat adult rodents, medium-sized birds, and small reptiles. You are still slender compared with the monster you will become, but you are already a force. Your presence changes the way other animals behave. A young caiman might still try to test you, but it will do so carefully from a distance. You can choose when to fight and when to disappear. You rarely let a confrontation reach land. On solid ground, you are heavy, clumsy, exposed. You are built for water, not for speed. You slip into the river long before a predator can get close, and once you are submerged, you are in your element. Your eyes and nostrils hover above the surface. Your body sinks beneath it, and the world above becomes a stage you watch without stepping onto it. By the time you are 5, you are a full-grown predator in all but name. You are about 3 meters long, 30 kilograms heavy. You are no longer experimenting with your hunting style. You are refining it. You know the river now. You know where the fish gather at dusk, where the capybaras come to drink, where caimans like to rest on hidden banks. Your body has learned the rhythm of the seasons. During the dry period, the river shrinks, the pools grow smaller, and the paths of animals become more predictable. You memorize those paths like a map maker. You do not need to guess where prey will appear. You know? You are not a brute that wins by strength alone. You are a strategist that wins by patience. You can lie in the same coil for hours, motionless, your heat-sensing pits alive, but your body stone still. You are like a shadow that has learned to wait. After a large meal, your body slows down almost completely. Your metabolism can drop by 70% or more. Your heart beats slower. Your breathing becomes shallow. Your muscles relax into a state of suspended motion. You are not lazy. You are storing energy. Other predators spend their lives hunting, chasing, failing, and then starting again. You can fail 90% of your attempts and still thrive, because when you succeed, the reward is immense. You can go months without eating again and still remain healthy. There are documented cases of green anacondas surviving more than a year without food, their bodies running on stored fat and muscle, yet still capable of striking with lethal precision. For most animals, hunger is a crisis. For you, it is a mode. You are wired to endure. You are the embodiment of slow and steady wins the race. By the time you are 8, you are no longer young. You are around 4 meters long, 60 kilograms. You are not the biggest anaconda in the river, but you are big enough to reshape the food chain around you. You see a caiman that is about 1.5 meters long, 20 kilograms. A few years ago, you would have avoided it. Today, it is prey. You slide into the water silently, your body sinking beneath the surface until only your nostrils are visible. You move closer, meter by meter, without a ripple, without a sound. The caiman is alert, but it does not see you. The water is muddy. The light is low. You match the temperature of the river, your heat signature lost among the background warmth of the current. You stop at 5 meters and then you wait. You let the caiman make the last mistake. It turns its head, its body shifts, and in that instant you strike. Your jaws clamp onto its neck, your teeth hook into its scales, and your coils snap around its body. The caiman thrashes, its tail whips, it tries to roll, it tries to dive, it tries to twist free. You do not resist. You move with it, as if you and your prey are a single spiraling machine. Every twist, every struggle tightens your grip. Each time the caiman exhales, you squeeze a little more. After a few minutes, it stops moving. You hold on for a little longer, just to be sure, and then you begin to swallow. The process takes hours. The caiman disappears into your throat, its body folding into your body. When you are done, your outline is swollen, your movement sluggish. You retreat to a shallow, safe patch of water and simply exist. You are no longer the hungry hunter. You are the satisfied king. By the time you are 10, you are ready for another kind of battle. You are around 4.5 meters long, 70 kilograms. You are a female now, and the river is about to change for you. You are not in search of a mate. You simply let your body speak through scent. You release pheromones into the water, invisible signals that travel for hundreds of meters downstream. Soon, males begin to appear. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes as many as 12, all drawn by the same chemical call. They gather around you, not in aggression, but in competition. They move in a slow, undulating spiral, their bodies twisting around yours, each one trying to position himself closer to your cloaca. This is the breeding ball, a living knot of snakes, all competing for the same prize. You are the center of it. You are also the judge. You are 4 to 5 times heavier than any of them. You could crush them with a single shift of your coils, but you do not. You let them wrestle, let them push, let them scramble. If you like one, you let him stay. If you do not, you simply slide away, and he cannot follow. You are not passive. You are in control. You decide when the mating begins, and you decide when it ends. The process can last for days, even weeks. When it is over, the males vanish, each one returning to his own patch of the river. Your role as a mother has just begun, and it will cost you everything. For the next 7 months, you do not eat. You carry your unborn young inside you, not in eggs, but in live, developing bodies. Your body slows down even more. Your metabolism shifts into a state of internal conservation. You are not just feeding yourself, you are feeding dozens of growing snakes. You lose significant weight, sometimes a third of your mass, and your body becomes leaner, tougher, more efficient. You are not a creature that gives birth easily. You are a creature that gives birth wisely. When the time comes, you push your young into the water, one after another. Each is about 60 centimeters long, already strong, already capable of swimming and hunting. There are 20, 30, sometimes more than 80 of them. They fan out in every direction, each one following its own current, each one becoming a predator in its own right. You do not look back. You do not stay. You are exhausted, but you are free. Within days, you will begin to hunt again. Within weeks, you will start to regain the weight you lost. Within a year, you will be ready to repeat the cycle. You are not a mother that sacrifices her life for her children. You are a mother that sacrifices nothing but time.